Hi. Just sort of following on from James's question about Pep. You've obviously lived a City title, well, 2 City title wins, but I'm thinking specifically in 18-19 when they just went on this incredible run, winning all the time. They're obviously sort of doing the same again now. Is there anything about Pep that changes in the run-in, and does it worry you when you obviously know him so well that he's now got his eyes on that trophy?
But it's what we expect, you know, when you look at what they've done in the last 7-8 years and the amount of points. You have to have those sequences and those kind of momentums to reach to that amount of points. So it's not a surprise.
And in your heart, do you think that City will drop a result?
In my heart and in my soul,
Yeah.
this is what I'm hoping for. Yes.
And I was just going to say one last thing. You've obviously played first before City recently, and you've done your job, which obviously you sort of you were able to sort of sit back and watch City. Can you just talk about the emotions that you feel when you can't control that, of course, but you're clearly hoping they don't win? What goes? Just talk us through what goes on.
But you know what is going on. You just want to win, and to win, you need others to draw points, and you are hoping for that to happen. And then you have to manage your emotion, because it doesn't matter what happens on that day. There's still a lot of games and points to play. You're gonna have to perform, prepare, and win the next match in order to maintain that momentum. And this is what we are trying to do.
So,
irrespective of how this season finishes, how confident are you, and how much belief do you have that Arsenal will be better next year and the year after?
I don't know. I think I'm focused right now in what we have to do and the tasks ahead, and they would have to have the same, sit down, analyze what we've done, what we have, and certainly how we're going to be better. That's the only objective that we have, how we're going to be better, much better next season.
I think people don't really quite appreciate how young this team still is. I think 2 years ago was all we ever talked about. Now people look at Arsenal as ready to win. But the players, Saka, Odegaard, Havertz, Rice, they're still early or mid-20s. There's a lot more to come, right?
Yeah, because we are one of the youngest teams in the Premier League. But it's the same reason why nobody asked me that we are qualified for Champions League. Not a single question. Yeah. So now the only focus is on winning the Premier League, and that's it. So next season, what is it going to be? So this is the demands. This is how we live in this world. It's about now what you've done, and what else they haven't done, and that's it. And the question is, what else we have to do now? What you've done, but that's taken for granted. That's it.
Is that different internally? Have you been celebrating Champions League?
Celebrating?
Yeah.
No, but I think obviously that's the first thing that we wanted to achieve. Consistent Champions League football is the second year in a row. Consistent challenge for big titles. We are doing this. We know what the aim is, and it's right there. See if we can do it.
When was that sewn up, by the way?
Sorry?
Sunday. Was it okay, I just wondered.
Sorry.
It's totally past me. I'm just sorry to say that it's completely past me.
Okay.
The top 4 thing.
But this is a good sign, because it passed you. But before you were looking, how many points Arsenal needs to be in the Champions League? Still 7 to go, and we have 3 matches. Oh, we're in trouble. Now it's a different story. It's a great sign, by the way. Good.
Jordan?
Hi, I'm Mikel. You brought in Jesus and Zinchenko in the summer of 2022 to add quality, but also to add that winning experience and kind of elite mentality. Can you just talk about the evolution of this team with them and how important they have both been since coming from City to bring that with them to this side?
Yeah. I think it was a crucial market, and the profile that we brought in that summer with the experiences that they had, with the environment that they lived already. It brought so much to the team in terms of quality, in terms of experience, in terms of confidence to the rest of the team, the squad, that we had other elements in the squad to do it, and they've been super important for us.
Do you think the evolution would have been as quick as it has been without them?
Again, we don't know. So they certainly were 2 players that have helped us to accelerate the process, generate belief as well, and their presence, I think, has been very, very important for our success.
And is it also, now that the team has evolved and there's a lot more winners in this team and they feel like they can compete, are they almost, Jesus and Zinchenko, not needed as much in terms of giving those messages, in terms of raising the level?
No, I think they are very, very important players for the team. Their contribution is super important, and we are really happy to have them.
Okay, finally we'll go to Darren.
Hi, Mikel. You talked all about the players, their age, the quality, and we all know about the culture here now and yourself. What can you tell us about you and how much of a dynasty you want to build here? Because you only have a year left on your contract.
My dynasty is win tomorrow. Play really good and win tomorrow. This is my dynasty.
But fans do look at what you've done, and obviously they want to see more of it.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan that, in your mind's eye, do you see yourself as building a dynasty here of success?
I would love to do that, but that's something that, we had a vision, we had an understanding of how we want to do it, but then it's delivering that. The demands here are so big, and the expectations are going to be bigger and bigger. And my job is to fulfill them and find the tools and communicate in the right way to try to achieve them. And certainly the hope and the ambition is to go much further than where we are right now. So.
Martin's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Phil Foden's been named as the Football Writers Player of the Year.
Who did you vote for? You always ask a question, you want an honest answer, and now you don't want to tell me, eh?
That's fair. I did vote for Phil, but only because he scored lots of goals while Holland was away, whereas Martin's been integral to the team, but there's been a great supporting cast. Right?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Thanks for telling me. I don't know if it's okay, it's your decision.
But what can you tell us about your thoughts around that?
It's great to have 2 players nominated in those categories. It shows you how good they are, basically, and how far they've come, and as well, I think it tells a lot about the team and their teammates and how important they are for our club. So great, I think it's very good for the club to have.
And just finally, you played with Iraola as a 12-year-old.
Yes, he was really good.
Can you tell us
Yeah,
about
he
that?
was a right winger, really skillful, really intelligent. He was really good.
How successful was that anti-Gorka team that you played for?
Yeah, we destroyed everybody at that age. Xavi Alonso was there. We had some very good players there. Yeah, and amazing coaches as well, to be fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Sorry, I asked you about Champions League last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did actually.
That's pretty much. Yeah, that's all good.
Sorry, remind me.
It wasn't a good question.
Next time, remind me.
I was about to say.